Now you got me. So Lord Jesus, here we go. Welcome to Brothers and Friends Podcast, Special Edition Sports Show.
Swish.
Where today we're going to talk about some of the latest stories in sports news. So today we're going to start it with a Bam, meaning
Booyah!
Bam Adebayo, who just scored 83 points in the latest game that he played. But there was a bit of controversy on it. And let's talk about it today. Do you all have a problem with the way that people viewed his 83 points?
I had a huge problem with it. And like this is coming from a Kobe fan. You know, I love Kobe, one of my favorite players. I felt like it was disrespectful to Kobe's legacy for Bam to surpass him on the list there. I feel like, you know, next generation of kids are going to look at that list of, you know, highest score in single point game, and they're going to see Wilt Chamberlain, and they're going to see Bam, and they're going to see who is Bam, and then they're going to see Kobe. You know,
yeah.
like, who the hell is Bam? And then Kobe.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that, man. The man scored 83 points. And as much as everybody loved Kobe Bryant, it was not his record. And he didn't surpass him on any kind of list. It was Wilt Chamberlain's record of 100 points. Mm-hmm. It's just that Bam didn't even achieve really anything. He's just second on the list. He just so happened to surpass Kobe as the next highest. So Kobe's 81, Bam's 83, and then Wilt Chamberlain, who now still holds the record. I think we need to celebrate Bam just like we celebrate everybody else who achieves a record, because the old school, I've heard so many talks about how the younger players do not respect the older players, and they couldn't, hold a candle to them in their generation and all this other kind of stuff. Well, where's the respect for the new players then? This is why when they ask who wants to be the face of the league, all the younger players be like, no, we don't want that. Well, why don't y'all want to do that? Because they get criticized. He scored 83 points in the game. Don't matter how they did it. The other team should have played defense. Thank you.
So I got a question for you, Chris. Are you mad because of how it happened, or because it was just Bam who did it? So if it was somebody else who did it.
Because it was just Bam.
Okay.
That's what it was.
What Bam gonna buy you for?
I'm throwing shots at Bam for him doing it, but also how they did it. Like the last 2 minutes, 3 minutes of the game, they was like fouling. Exactly. They were just extending the game just so he can get points. So
when you blame the other team, I think it was the Wizards or something like that.
I mean, it was everybody though, right?
Play
it was
freaking defense.
It was everybody. It seemed like that was the program, right?
No, if I'm on a roll and I'm because literally he was at like 34 in the first quarter and then like 60 something or whatever in the second quarter. If I'm on a hot streak like that, I'm not stopping. You gonna take this ass whooping? Stop me. that's where I'm at.
I don't have a problem with him scoring. I'm talking about like they were just fouling for no reason now. You just fouling.
So wouldn't that
they were doing like hack a Shaq. They were just doing like a hack a
Shaq. So wouldn't that be
on the free throw?
So wouldn't that be stupid on that team, the defensive team? They were that bad.
That's what I mean. No, that's what I mean. Like I'm blaming the defensive team for fouling to extend the game.
So it's not Bam's fault. Like, let Bam have his record. He scored 83 points. They should have played some defense. And my thing is this.
Let me get in here. So as a sports expert, I'm gonna just go ahead and lay it out flat. Like, they cheated. They once they realized that the score or this record was in his sights, like, they made it easier for him to get to that point. And I understand why people are mad about that, because when Kobe got his record, it wasn't that situation in that game. Like, he earned every point.
Bullshit.
And because it had to. They had, like, Kobe earned every point. Like, but if you are fouling and flopping and doing all of this, but it also too, I feel like it really it really has to. I think sports fans really have to ask yourself, like truly ask yourself, do you really believe that these scores are not doctored? Like, do you think that there's no hand deciding like how these games are played at all? Like, I mean, so we just believe like everything that we see in sports is like what it is, and there's no hand behind it trying to doctor it, make one player look better than the other.
No, if you playing a sucky team and you leave your first string people in there, they gonna get their ass whooped. It is what it is.
All right, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say if we're comparing the Kobe versus Bam, so Kobe was more impressive because I feel like Kobe, like they were playing a better team. Their team was not as trash as the Washington Wizards.
Stop it. See, this is where the cap comes in. They were playing the Raptors. The Raptors back then in there.
At that time was a playoff team.
No, they weren't.
Yes,
no,
they weren't. Yes, they were. They were.
No, they weren't.
Kobe.
They sucked enough for Kobe to score 81 points on them.
But it's Kobe Bryant though.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's Kobe, so it had to be. You see what I'm saying?
That's
crazy. That's
the Lakers,
crazy.
They were down. They were losing in that game to Toronto. So, but I do agree with you, Gary, because I do feel like we should not just sniff at Bam and what he did. 83 points is still 83 points. Like that's still something to be proud of.
That's all I'm saying.
Granted, he went to the free throw line. Like, yeah, I don't like that they fouled all that fouling, so that's trash. But still, like you put me on the free throw line. I'm going to make these points, but
it should be an assisted asterisk. Like
I was in the asterisk.
He got this number, but it was
no.
If I'm a coach, and my player is that close to breaking Kobe's record, I'm probably going to do the same thing. But so get this man so that he can break that record.
So here's my thing again, and this is where the delusion comes in. It's not Kobe's records.
Well, I'm sorry to surpass Kobe then.
Yeah, surpass Kobe doing what? Surpass Kobe doing what? There is no record for 81.
It should be the second best.
There is no record.
Second best.
What it is Bam is competing with a dead person. So it's like
it could be argued that Wilt Chamberlain needs an asterisk because it was his feat wasn't televised. It was just...
So Kobe means that much to everybody. We just gonna erase history. That's what we gonna do.
I don't think
it's about Kobe. I think.
Yes, it is because that's the only problem that they say.
I think a part of it is about Kobe because we hold him in such high regard, and we believe that he was one of the greats. And so, if you are going to break one of his records, it needs to be deserving. It needs to not be something that it looks like the league handed to you. And I think that's people's argument. Honestly, is that it felt like within the last few minutes of that game, they handed him that win. Now, granted, whoever's fault it was, there was clearly an objective after a certain point to make sure that he broke that record. And I think that's the issue for people because it wasn't like
the objective.
Let's make sure. Hold on, it wasn't. Let's make sure we win the game. It was let's make sure we break that record.
Well, they did because
bending over backwards to make it easy for him to get these.
No. It wasn't that it was easy. The team sucked. So that's what it is. So they checked
40 points from the free throw line, man.
Yeah. So my thing is this: you need to blame the opposite team. They suck that bad. So leave Bam alone. Bam did what a professional basketball player is supposed to be playing. You play to the whistle.
You believe the other team played to the best of their ability and they just couldn't hold him.
My thing is this:
there was no willingness to try to make sure that he got to that.
So here was the thing, because this is a professional NBA team. So my thing is this: they stepped out on the court, they got their ass handed to them the first half of the game. So the game was over literally then. Now, what happened is by the time it was the half point of game, he played that good in the first half that he was that close that they said, because normally they would take players like that out. Because they was like, we got the game kind of in hand. Go ahead, and the bench players can kind of keep it at bay or whatever, right? But he was already like at 60 something points or whatever, or 60 points or whatever by halftime. So they was like, man, well, if you can go for it, if you can get it within this time frame, all right, go for it. Because he gonna go for it. He's a professional basketball player. All right, well, let's see if we can go for it then. So his teammates start feeding him the ball. They stop shooting. Hey, we're gonna feed you the ball. Come on. That's what his team's supposed to do. Because if it was me and I'm hot, pass me the ball. And then to a certain point where I'm like, man, I'm only like 5 points away. I'm not about to stop. Nigga, I ain't passing the ball. I'm dribbling the whole court like this. What?
I don't blame Bam for doing what he did. I don't blame the coach for trying to make sure Bam surpasses Kobe. I just feel like they're just two different games. I feel like this. I would disagree again, Gary. I feel like Kobe, when they played the Toronto Raptors, they were losing. Kobe needed those 81 points to beat that team.
So then, what are we talking about? Okay, are we comparing games or the fact that he got 80? The question was,
it's two games.
Do we celebrate this nigga for go ahead and doing? And really, to me, I'm like this. Why are we celebrating 83 points? The goal is 100. So you celebrating second place?
I'm saying you celebrating surpassing Kobe is what you're celebrating.
And my thing is this,
because
but wait, real quick, because we got to set a standard. Surpassing Kobe for what?
Most points in the game.
The most points in the game is how much? Wait a minute, hold on. The most points in the game is how much?
Because there's an argument.
It's 100. So what are we celebrating right now?
Surpassing Kobe is what you're celebrating.
In doing what?
Because I'm trying to tell you, Gary, there's an argument to be made that Wilt Chamberlain's 100 deserves an asterisk because it wasn't televised. It wasn't, so, record keeper was, I don't know, kind of faulty back in those times. So technically, it could be an argument made that Kobe.
I think the line is getting moved because everybody has this after love for Kobe Bryant. Because they didn't love him when he was alive. They told him he was selfish and everything else. Come on, bro. But now that the man passed, rest in peace, rest his soul. But
I don't feel like it's not the record again, because if it was Jordan, it's you're surpassing Jordan. You may not be surpassing the record, but you just surpassed Jordan. That's a huge milestone. Even if you're not number one now, you surpassed one of the best players in the world. Okay, that's still something to celebrate.
So let's say
wait. They're celebrating LeBron James. Michael Jordan is not number one of the most point scorer of all time. But when LeBron James surpassed Michael Jordan, it was a big old huge celebration for that, because you surpassed one of the greats. You're gonna always get celebrated for that. Even if you're not number one, you surpassed one of the greats. You're gonna get celebrated for that.
Okay, so why shouldn't Bam be celebrated?
He should be celebrated.
No, he's not. He's celebrated with an asterisk. Y'all giving him sideways compliments like you look good today. You look good today. Why can't we just say, why does it have to be looked at as, okay, Bam is now over Kobe? No, Bam just had a good game. One good game.
I think that's it. I think that's it right there. It's a good game versus a great performance. Kobe had a great performance.
Nobody has ever said that, though. That's what I'm saying. Like, all the Kobe lovers has got they butt hurt right now. How dare you surpass my idol? It's like, no, he scored 83 points in the daggone game. Somebody else, look. So if Luka did it, let's say Luka did it, right? Or what's the new dude? Anthony Edwards. If he did it, would y'all have the same energy? Let's say they're playing a sucky team, and it's the same thing. No, I'm talking about it's the same in the same way. They blowing out a sucky team. Because that's usually when it happens.
And he scored half his points from the free throw line, and they had to extend the game. Yeah, I'm having the same. But
so then my thing with this, Chris. So then you have to criticize Wilt then too, because do you think he was playing the dominant Warriors back then when he scored 100 points? Come on, bro. Is this a record?
Well, I think this
it's a number.
I think this is part of an argument for why like records need eras, right? Because
no, they just need to be broken.
No, because the basketball game that Wilt Chamberlain played is not the same basketball game that's being played today. It's not the same. And so to put them on the same pedestal and compare them isn't really fair. Because the same game that Wilt played is not the same that Jordan played. It's not the same that Kobe played.
But I think a person like myself is not comparing. When I saw it, I didn't compare like, oh well, Bam is better than Kobe now. No, I didn't compare him.
Well,
I looked at it within the context of what it is, and I said,
right, but it's
no matter how he did it, he scored 83. So celebrating and then do this.
Yeah.
Don't
I think it would be an
to do anything else besides that, to say it's an asterisk. Come on, bro. He did it though. All y'all other favorite players could have done it, but didn't.
I'm not going to put an asterisk on it, but this is not the same. This is not the same style.
I mean,
but I won't
you'll have to put an asterisk on it, but everybody remembers.
Do you see what you just did?
It's not.
But do you see what you just
okay.
did? It wasn't the same to begin with. He's not Kobe. He's not taking anything from your idol. Your idol is still the idol. Kobe Bryant is still Kobe Bryant right now.
Idol. Kobe's not my idol.
No. But y'all defend him like, how dare Bam? Come on,
I'm
man.
not mad at Bam. Bam should want to do that. I'm not mad at Bam.
No, it's not he wanted to. He
want to
did. He did. Let's accept the fact.
Right.
He did.
Well, he did. Well, before he did it, he should have wanted to do that. Every player should want to go out and break records and surpass their favorite players. That should be one day. That should be a goal you want to do.
Yeah.
So I'm not mad at Bam for doing that. I'm not mad at the coach for doing that. I'm just
What you mad at then? I wait know what you mad at.
I'm not mad at nothing. I'm just saying it's the way it was done. It's different than the way Kobe did it. Is all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
But why does that need that? To me, that diminishes what Bam just did in order to bring that up.
I don't think this is a new argument in sports, though. Like sports, like I mean, anytime someone breaks a record, like there's always this argument of like, okay, you broke the record, but it's different now than it was then. Like this isn't a new argument. Like this isn't a new thing. I think it's genuinely just how the optics are for this win. Like I mean, at the end of the day, like. Two months from now, no one's gonna give a damn who has the highest scoring record out of a game because no one's gonna break it. Like no one cares. Like it's just what you believe and how you care about this placement in this moment. And
Greg,
it's like Bam can he can be proud of the work that he did, but like not everybody's gonna be clapping and happy for you, and that's the nature of the sport.
And see, that's my thing too. Is okay? It only matters if it's not your favorite person. So like this. So I can make an argument if Steph Curry did it. Oh well, he only shot 3-pointers. I mean, Wilt didn't have a 3-point line. I mean, you know, it's gonna be the same back and forth. But my thing is this: for a league to be saying, because I'm constantly hearing on the First Takes and all of the other podcasts and stuff. Okay, these new players need to have respect for these old players because they don't have them. But all of the people that admonish the old players are doing stuff like this. A new player gets an accomplishment and they won't just say, "Good job, young man," and keep it moving. It's got to be, it's got to have an asterisk, or it wasn't like this. So
you say, but the new players are like going after Bam too. Like you got Wemby, you had Shea, like you got the new generation not respecting what he did. So it's not just old players going after new. It's not even about old versus new in this.
But my thing is this: in the old school, they never asked that question. That question is asked to them. Well, what do you think about Bam's 83? Why do we have to think about it? Just celebrate his 80. I think it was a good accomplishment. Boom, boom, boom. Keep it going. It ain't got to be impressive to you. It wasn't impressive. Like I said, it wasn't like, last second shot. They needed these last three. Whatever. It doesn't have to be impressive. But my thing is, get that man his just due. He did it in front of his woman. He did it in front of his mama.
He got it. Agent Wilson gave him that energy.
She gave him some energy, all right. Good job, Bam. Good job, Bam. So I got one last question for y'all. Is y'all getting them Bam 83s when they come out? Them shoes.
I ain't no Bam made shoes. I think Bam had shoes.
I'm just saying.
I would say, instead of saying Kobe, you just gotta say Bam.
And they gonna be like who?
Bam Adebayo.
Bam Adebayo. I ain't mad. My man got his name somehow registered. But see, my thing is this: if somebody come back now and they know the formula, because it's players now that can actually, really, really break that record. What most of the time, what happens is they take them out. me beforehand or whatever. My thing is this: how is that record ever gonna get broken if somebody just keep taking out or has so much reverence for Kobe that they like, no, we just gonna sit the ball in the middle of the court? No, Kobe would have told you to break the record. That's what he was trying to do to Wilt that night. Come on, man. Kobe fans.
Apparently, Gary is not a Kobe fan.
No, I never. To tell you the truth, you know what's crazy about me? I never was a Kobe fan for real, and I like the Mamba mentality and everything like that at his career as a whole after the fact. But I'm now a Laker fan though, so I love Laker Nation. It's just that I understand the nuance of this conversation.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You can't respect Laker Nation and not respect Kobe.
Where did you hear me say I don't respect Kobe?
That's one and the same.
Because that's the only thing they're gonna hear is that you said I don't respect Kobe.
You got to respect and love Kobe.
Yeah. I wasn't a Laker fan when Kobe was playing.
Lakers fans, they love.
So I'm gonna be totally clear. I was not a Laker fan when in the Kobe, Shaq, and all of that later. I was a Miami Heat fan. I was a D Wade fan. Since D Wade retired and LeBron came to Miami, I since then was like, well, okay, I'll root for LeBron because all right, he was part of Miami Heat. When he went back to Cleveland, I'm not a Cleveland fan either. I didn't really root for Cleveland. I just kind of watched, what was up. You know what I mean? I then finally settled on a team, and it was the Lakers.
So even when LeBron leaves, you would still be a Lakers fan?
You had some Cavaliers gear, man. Quit perping, man.
Heck no!
He sure did.
Hey,
Sure did.
You ain't never
like
seen
a
me
Cavaliers
with no
basketball. I'm
never
sure
seen
he had a Cavaliers basketball.
You talking about that little basketball I won at Kings Island? Because we live in Cincinnati. Nah. But yeah, big ups to Bam. Bam, don't listen to him. You deserve your props. Haters gonna hate. Ballers gonna ball.
Yeah, I mean, I get celebrate Bam. He did an amazing thing. Granted, if it's at the free throw line or if it's not the free throw line.
See how you got to say all that? Just say he did a good job.
You still got to make the shots, though.
Just say
if you're at the free throw line, you still got to make the shots. If you dunk it, you still got to dunk the ball.
Josh, you ain't got it. You can sum this up by just saying, "Good job, Bam."
I'm saying.
You
still got to get us up 6.
No, you ain't got no. You don't need no scope. No subtext.
Bam!
Nah.
But hit you with that. Bam!
Yeah. Somebody foul me first. Foul me. Guys, foul me real quick. Bam.
That was
still got to make him at the free throw line.
You remember that King of the Hill episode? I remember when Bill Dotree had the touchdown record, and then he broke some new high school kid was about to break Bill Dotree's record, but he got hurt. And
on some bullshit, they carried him.
They carried him to the touchdown so he could break.
Just to break the record.
It is what it is.
Just to break the record.
Records were made to be broken. That is what the Olympics is all about.
Not like that.
Ain't no like that. He did it. That's why I said leave Bam alone. Concentrate on the team that did not play defense through all 4 quarters.
I hope he can live with how he won. I hope he can live with it because he the one that got to live with it and know that he broke the record in that way.
So you saying he got to live with his name etched in history as Wilt Bam Kobe, and all y'all do too. This has been an episode of the Brothers and Friends podcast. We out.